Hi guys. So this is actually the first time I'm working on the stroke since I made it. And here's what I noticed. This is a digital battery checker, and you can check the actual percentage and um, percentage of the battery. And this is what I noticed. On the other cells, I have 99%. Okay, the first one says 97 now, and the second says 99, and the third 99, and the fourth 9 actually. So what happens here is I have a 4S battery. So this is the first 1S, 2S, 3S, and 4S. So this is the fourth one that is actually giving me 0.9 percentage, and that can be a real problem, especially because lithium-ion batteries, batteries in general, when they don't balance, when they are not at the same percentage, it can be a real problem. You start to get. I started noticing that the batteries were not lasting as long as I wanted them to. And the fourth one was actually the problem because it will go down to the fourth, it will go down to um, the lowest voltage, and that's what you actually get to use. And when that one gets low, the others just go along with it, and sometimes I might not even be able to power um, the actual devices, appliances that you want to actually power because there's a low bad cell in one of them. So what I actually want to do now is open up basically everything right here and scan through which one is actually, because I feel like there's actually a cell that is bad, and in most that's what happens in most cases. So when I find that cell, I might just replace it or replace the entire 4S. See, I didn't actually do a very neat job with this, and this was just a prototype to just understand lithium-ion batteries, and especially the 18650s. I didn't have a lot of cash to spare with this stuff. I wanted to just do something that would basically work for that particular time. And this is 1 year after I started this project, February last year. During I went through the COVID period and everything. It was so much fun making this, and this is actually the first time I'm actually getting to open it up and actually get to do it again. I'm not going to redo this and make it more beautiful or look better. I'm just going to keep using the tapes that I have on or something and just get to the end product of it. The idea is to get to understand the battery even more. If I find a cell that is bad, I'll just replace it. If I don't, I'll replace the entire battery cells. I'll just have to count them and replace basically everything, because I want everything to get back to the actual percentage and maybe just self-balance them. Once they're all balanced, then I can have my battery back. That's just it. So let's see what I can actually salvage from this. And one more point is to note is I didn't actually get new cells. These are not new cells. You can see that they are actually different colors on this. You can find the red, the green, the blue, the purple, and stuff like that. They are not new cells. It came out of this box right here. This is Strock. So I opened it up already. And here's what I did to Strock. It has a solar charger. That is where I collect my solar to. This is a display screen and 12-volt output. This is where it comes on. And there was actually lights here to turn on the lights. They have like LED strips around here, so basically that's just it. Okay, on this side you can see the really big hole. Like I said, it's just a prototype. I had this connection done right here, just in here. And for the solar, I relying on the BMS to actually stop charge and stop discharge. So that's basically it for this. So this is my BMS right here, and if you can see that, that's the BMS system. So I'll just open up all the battery cells and basically that's just it. So I ended up finding out that I really didn't do a good job with wiring the batteries and connecting them. It was not the best job, trust me. It was, yeah, I didn't get a lot of sparks, but they were little ones. And here's what I found out. So these are the cells. I have them. I have them out already for this side of the battery, the fourth side of the battery, and I noticed some of the cells, like this one and this one. There's a little bit something funny like going on in here. So this is actually 18650 cells, and this is basically what I used to make the battery for Struck. And let's test the battery and let's see what is actually happening here. Okay, so you would see, yeah, that's 3.5 volts, but once I turn it up, you keep seeing it changing. Like, oh, there's a whole lot of changes around there. Yeah, 0.0, and my leads are still on. 3.2, so it keeps fluctuating and going up and down, and that's something really funny. So I'm glad that I was able to actually find that out. And this one, so every single battery says is at a 3.5 volt range, and here's the voltage for this particular one. Okay, it says 2.7 now. So what I noticed is, one thing that I wanted to do actually was to let them sit for a while. This battery will actually just stay here till, okay, it's 2 a.m. in the morning. This battery will actually stay here till probably 7 a.m. or 12 p.m. and I would actually just check them again, and that was actually what I wanted to do. So you will notice that the battery is at 2.7 volts, and every other battery is at 3.5 volts. That's the nominal voltage for basically all other battery cells. Like you can see in this one, 3.5 volts, and it says that, and it's pretty standard. So I think I found my troublesome and bad cells right here, just two of these, and I'm going to change them and get Struck working again.